Okay, so I hope you guys can hear me because I'm not sure which end the speaker's on, but this is how I used to make my videos back in the time, a couple years ago, with my phone in a cup with my pencil crayons holding it up. So I'm kind of doing that right now with my phone, just because I don't want to run downstairs. I want to enjoy this morning sun and make these really cool paper pulp beads with you guys today. So I hope you guys are not thinking like trying to slack off on my videos. It's just that I want to enjoy the time upstairs. And you know, I'm on my coffee table right now, and this is easy. It's pre-done. The pulp, the paper is pre-done, so you can keep it in a container, sealed container for a bit. You can, if you don't want to mold, put it in the fridge. I had it underneath the couch up here, but the house has been cool. But if you don't want it to mold, put it in the fridge, because it will after a bit. And it's been a few days, almost a week actually, doing pretty good, so I don't know. It could go either way. It just depends on maybe how warm your house is. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend leaving it out because you're going to have little moldy pieces. You can. So, but you could throw it in the bottom of the fridge, just a piece like this, or in your cold room. I have a cold room, which is really nice and convenient. So I hope you guys could see this, because now the camera is the opposite direction. I have a dog here and there. But I thought it would be really cool to make some beads. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some beads here, chat a little I suppose, and hopefully not bore you to death. And then I'm going to paint these beads once they're dry. I'm going to do that probably downstairs. But like I said, I really want to enjoy this morning. This one's got to come together a little bit better. This morning's sun. Another nice thing you can do is throw some wire through these, and then just wrap them after they're dry for the ends. So that's an idea too. If you don't want just beads with holes in them, just throw some wire through it and then let it dry on the wire. And then once it's dry, you can twist your ends to have the loops in the ends so you can attach them. So that's an idea. Yeah, so I thought, well, what am I gonna do? I gotta use this up, can't keep it out anymore. And I don't know how big to make these beads. Just playing
This
around.
is them. I made them all into these beads. Rolled them up. Going to dry them up. They're going to look better when they're painted. They're kind of rough looking now. The paper pulp beads, and then I'm thinking it's going to be easy enough to do it with a Dremel, even with a screw. Just screw a hole in them after they're hard. So I'm just going to bake them. I think I'm going to bake them at 350 till I get them hard, and maybe let the rest of them dry outside. But I just want to get the outer edge hard, and that's about it. Okay, so this is the beads. They've been baked, I don't even know how long. I have them at 350. I've kind of shook them up a bit. I had to kind of move them about. You can see where they first stuck onto the aluminum. So, this is cooled off now. I have to figure out, sorry guys, where am I going to go? I have to figure out now if I'm going to drill them first and then paint them. So they're still soft inside. I let them cool off and they're looking good. Really good, in fact. Right now they look quite rough, but once I get paint on them, you guys are going to see that they look pretty good. And so I just got to figure out if I want to paint them first or drill them. I think I will drill them. I'm going to let them set still for probably the, I would imagine it's still wet inside, right? So I don't know. I have to think that one through. But I'm going to probably drill them first before I paint them, because then I can have them up on a toothpick drying and have a way to hold them up. So that's them right now. And I'm pretty pleased with it. It looks like nothing special at the moment, but I'm thinking they're going to look really cool, all different colors and stuff like that. So I have an idea in my mind what I want them to look like. I'm going to have different layers of color and kind of messily paint them, and hopefully even take some layers off. Maybe we'll see how much work I want to do on these guys. And then I'm going to put like a triple thick coat, or you know, like just something really glossy and hard to coat them, so then they're protected. And that's what I'm going to do. So that is what these paper pulp, they're really dark, paper pulp beads look like so far. I think they turned out pretty cool. So there we go. Okay guys, I'm sticking in my pencil. I'm watching Blue Spray Blue Raven making her raven. This is what I'm watching. Oh, sorry guys. While I'm playing with this. Anyway, so I wanted to share, not my messy house, sorry guys, but I want to share that I did just take these out and I let them cool, the beads here. Let's see if I can turn. I can't see what I can't see. Okay, just a second. I don't know what I'm looking at. I can't see what you guys can see. Okay, there we go. I think one of the beads fell underneath, but whatever. So what I'm doing is they're cooled, but they're not totally dry still yet, but they're really hard. And I just put the skewer through and made a hole like this. So I'm discovering that if I get it before they're too hard, I'm just twisting the skewer through. And then pulling back, and I'm pushing on this side. So just to let you know, I didn't even have to drill them after all. And now I still got the nice shape. So I'm kind of threading the skewer through these guys. Liking how that's working, so I'm going to get that all done before they get really hard here. And I'm pretty pleased with that. So what I'm doing is going out one way. I'm just going to go out this way too, so then I can get the string through the beads when I need to, or whatever I need to. And then anything that sticks up, I can just kind of use a little bit of sandpaper and fix that up. So that's the holes, if you guys can see. I don't know what you can see. So I'm going to kind of still chillaxing here. It's getting later in the day, but it's like 10:40, almost 11 o'clock. And that is it. So that's how I am doing it. It's getting my skewer sticky, but hey, that's good. It's all good. So it's going to be like that. Just sticking them through before they're all, but the outside's really nice and the inside's still moist, so it's got more drying time to do, but hey, it works. See that? So, like I said, anything I need to fix up after, I could do that after. So I'm pretty pleased with that. I am. So that's what I'm doing now, and I'm just going to come back after. I just want to share that that is better than drilling, having to find little end for my Dremel and getting dust everywhere and that kind of thing. So I was pretty pleased about that. And there, I'm just going to do it that way. Hello friends! Okay, I think I'm recording. Okay, so I got my paintbrushes. I left this one in the water too long. Look what I did. The one Charity got me. Oh boy. I don't know. I left it in the water. I'm bad. Okay, so I have these beads here. And got my blankie. And I have the styrofoam. I'm not sure what you guys can see here. So I'm just going to peek over. I'm going to try to keep... I even fix the holes, make sure that they had good holes through them. I'm trying to, yeah, so I got good holes like this.
I have decided that I'm going to go with a few colors. I decided to finish up here, guys, just because it's so sunny. Well, actually, it's not as sunny as it was earlier, but I just don't want to go in the basement right now. So I'm going to start with my layers. I'm just starting with, maybe I'll start with yellow. Maybe I'll actually start with white. So I don't know how productive this is going to be doing it up here, but I might be better off doing it downstairs because I have proper access to everything. I do have a water tray and all that kind of stuff here. I'm just going to start with white instead of yellow. You could go with the gesso. I'm just going with white. And then I'm going to go little layers and see what kind of colors I want poking out. I'm not quite sure on what I want yet. And then you could seal these afterwards, so I just decided that I'm going to see this one's got a little bit of yellow because I had some yellow in there. Let's see if you guys can see that. Yeah, I think you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm not sure if you guys would be able to hear on a couple of the parts because I realized I had the ear part of my phone towards me, so you probably didn't hear that because, oh yeah, let's make my leather couch all paint. Or ottoman coffee table thing. Anyway, but I hope you can hear me. So I just decided to finish it up here, and instead of going downstairs today, why not? Tomorrow is another day, so I got lots of things to do downstairs. Got my vlog. I got a few other projects that I have to work on, so why not? But today, I could just kind of sit here and do whatever. And in between my whatevers, I can do this. And I'm not making a mess, really. Really, I'm not making a mess. Not really. Not a big one anyway. So I just want to make sure I have my beads dry. So I did throw them in the oven again after I made the holes to get inside there dry. And I put them at 350, and I didn't even time how long they were in there for. I just kept making sure they weren't catching on fire, burning, or anything like that. So they look pretty good to me. So my fingers are going to get a little bit messy because I'm just going to be trying to rush through some of them. I don't know. So I was kind of thinking of doing layers. I like the layer look on paint. So that's what I was kind of thinking. Having some of the other layers, previous layers poking through. So being really sloppy in each layer so that it's not covering would be really nice. And having a kind of really neat, kind of like a bohemian bead, if you will. Yeah, something that looks neat. And I might even add gold to it. I don't have gold here now, but hey, you know me and my gold, so I might just do that. So I have the top of my water container here, the pieces, the separations got my paints in them, just so I could bring it upstairs. It's kind of nice. I've got that, you know, those water containers from Dollarama that have the lid, and they have where you can put paint inside, and you can close it up, keep the paint moist for a bit. It doesn't keep it permanently moist, but for the day kind of a thing if you cover it up with the other half, because there's another half that comes on top. So it works. So yeah, I'm kind of liking this. They look like Swedish meatballs. So this is just the pulp. made into beads and paper pulp. I'm really liking it. It wasn't hard. It was kind of just sitting there and getting through it all, what was left. And some of them are a little larger, but I tried to make them some of them a little smaller. And yeah, a little variation, but not too much of a drastic change. Just play with it a little bit. I got a piece of styrofoam here, just from packaging that I keep for crafting in different ways, where I could put inside something and have like a faux plant, or I can use it for holding beads, that kind of thing. So those are kind of neat things to keep on the side if you're doing a lot of crafting and you need something to hold your paper beads of any sorts. It's nice and handy. So I'm just going to continue with the white, and then I'll be back when I add some more colors. Okay, so I got a whole pile of beads here done. I didn't get all of them done yet, but I got more paint. Can you see it there, Cora? Mm-hmm. And I've switched sides here of the. It's okay.
Red and white.
That's more of the damper pieces. So far this is what it looks like. And I don't know. I'm just gonna put on the red. And let's see. I'm just gonna put it on messily. And like I said before, I'm gonna put more layers and see how that works for me. I don't know if I need to have like such a solid layer, but we'll see. This is red. And so I have the white basically as a base coat, really. I wasn't sure how that was going to work, but until I have it. And then I'm going to go with like the blue and then the yellow, or the yellow and then the blue, the teal, something like that. And then my dry brush some black on there. I don't know, I do have black in my paint tray, so we'll see how that works. I got white showing, but that's okay because I kind of want to have some of that white showing. We'll see if it will, how much will show. Don't know. I don't want like a big blob, but I don't mind the little bits. And I might sandpaper some of it down. I'm not sure yet on how I'm going to do that. I might sandpaper some of my beads down, smooth them out. Don't know. And pull some different colors back. So I'm not sure. I like that look, so it could happen. So this one's like more of a sloppy one. I don't have to worry about it like I did the white one. I was just covering the whole paper. It is dark paper bead. The holder bead. Then, like I said, I think I'm going to go yellow, and then I'm going to go the teal. Let's see how I like that. And yeah, it's been a nice day, so I didn't want to go run downstairs. Like I said before, like 100 times probably today already on this video. But we'll have to set up a little minor crafting area up here for the really nice days that I just want to enjoy the sun. Enjoy the light through the window. And look like little cherries. That's cute. Get some ideas on other little crafts. You can make little cherries. Anyway, I think that's about it for that. I'll just come back when I'm going to do the next color. What I think I'm going to do. So, and then next one should be yellow. Okay, red coat's done. Now we're up to the yellow. Oh, It's dark. I'm too slow. My colors are drying. Maybe, I don't know what I'm doing here. We'll see how this works out. It's covering so much. Okay, I'm gonna try to be really sparse with, I'm just gonna go like, let's see if I can do this. I don't know if this is the good way of doing it. We'll see how it turns out. Doing all these layers. I wanted to do that kind of look where I did the layers, and if I needed to sand some back, I could, but I didn't want it like to be like solid. I don't know. We'll see. So that's that. I got a pile more down here you guys can see to paint, but I'm going with these ones first since it kind of takes a while to get through them. I'm actually getting so messy at this, it's great that it's kind of getting less work to paint. If that makes any sense, I don't know. Let's see. There we go. Being all like, it's just for fun, so I just have some ideas and like what I can do with them. I'm trying to think of different ideas, so I don't know if I want to make jewelry, like I said before, a cool dangle, but these are not quite the great shape for a dangle, but I really love making beads. And you can make them really unique, so it's pretty cool. So you can make like a bracelet, necklace, I don't know. You can even make like hangings for a window type of thing, where you just have partial hangings at the top, some beads. I'm really liking so far how the color's going. Hopefully it'll look as good as in my imagination. It looks pretty good in my imagination. I have a good imagination. So, in my head it looks good. All done. So, getting paint everywhere. I just saw some paint fly. Where'd that go? The next color I'm going to be using after this is going to be the teal. And I'm not sure how that's going to go on. We'll see. If I'm going to be, I think I'm going to have quite a bit of teal on. I'm not sure though. So we'll see how that works out. I'm getting mossy. I'm using Decoart Paints. It's that silky finish. I always use it. I don't know. I'm connected to it. It's good stuff. I really am addicted to that stuff. It's just, I love the sheen on it. For the mixed media type stuff that I like to do, I really like the sheen on it. So I guess I do have like the regular acrylic paint as well, but I don't know. Can even rub some off. Rub it on, rub it off, paint it on, rub it off. That's kind of like the look I like to do at the end sometimes with the gold. And if I make too much flaws, the gold seems to always rescue me on that. So you can just rub some of that off if you want. And I have one more, and then I'll be back. I went really fast on that one, so I was able to go through all of them with you guys here. Okay, I'll be back. See if we can get 4 on here. Another movie. 1, 2, 3. That's 1, 2, 3 coats 4. I don't know how many videos I can do in here on this thing. So let's see. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I'm touching it on purpose now just to be messy. I'm not sure how I like, I'm gonna have to put more teal. Not sure how I like that yet. We'll see. Yeah, right now it's iffy. So we'll see. I might have to change the whole thing. Some of the yellow might not even be dry. I'm going to be putting more on here to cover it up more. So now I'm just doing the teal layer. Like I said, I kind of want more covered. Not positive on how I like it yet. What? Okay, so these are the beads. Not sure. They're still a little damp. They got a lot of color coming through. How they're looking so far. I did bring some sandpaper up. Don't know if I want to sandpaper them. I was going to put some black on them too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear a piece of sandpaper off. And I'm just going to go over a bit here, and you can see some of the sandpaper or some of the paint coming off. So I kind of like that look. I should wash the paint off my fingers so you guys can see what's bead and what's paint on my fingers and what's the bead. So far what I'm doing is just taking some sandpaper and sanding it down just a little bit. Doing instead of being distracted by my fingers. And I think even adding a bit of a gold, can you guys see that? The nice texture it's doing. If I cover it all up, so that's, I don't know. Anyways, it is making a nice texture. Don't know if you guys can see it when I'm sanding it off. It is looking, you know, pretty cool. So that's that one. I'm going to continue with that. So the difference, I don't know if you guys can see the difference with the two beads. And I like the look. This is the color coming off of the kind of cool. I haven't really named this project yet, besides like the paper bead, pulp beads, but I kind of want to say like a bohemian feel to the, I don't know, the beads, the colors. It's going to be really neat. Look like old worn beads that were painted over and over and stuff. So I don't know. I'm still stuck on that look. Here's this one. I don't know if you guys can see it. I hope so. Because this is my phone, but usually when I record before in the past, it was with my iPhone. I got, this is a Samsung now, so I don't know how that's coming through. So this is really a fun project that you can do in a day, really, especially if you bake the beads in the oven. And I did that with foil over my cookie sheet, so nothing's stuck and I don't have to worry about too much of a cleanup. And at 350, and you know, I don't know, I didn't time it, but I kind of just kept peeking in on it. And after it first dried on the bottom, and then I moved them individually, they rolled around after I shook them around. So they dried really well. Then I made the holes with the skewers. You guys, I think I made a scene of that. And then of course heated them up in there again, so then some heat would go inside. This is looking really nice.
And then then I can get a really nice dry inside the holes as well. So I really like the way it's coming through, and I hope you guys are catching this with, like I said, I know I decided to do my video up here today just because, and I got a chance to spend time with the kids and that kind of thing in between videos, right, Chloe? Yeah, she's quiet over there and stuff, so that is how it's coming out. I'm really happy with it. So, don't know, I was really messy with the paint so I can have some color showing, as well with the sandpaper. I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but there's a great difference. I'll try to see if I add a picture to it, if it'll show. And that's about it, guys. So I hope you like this project. I will show a finished picture of it.
Hey guys, these are the last, I wasn't sure if I was getting a good angle before of the beads, because I don't know, they are not getting good reviews. Can you see that they're scratched up and sandpapered on? So I kind of wanted to show you guys that they got sandpapered on, or you know, like some of the paint. Like, just close up. There we go. And I got gold on there too, metallic lusters. I think it's Gold Rush. And I rolled it around in the jar just to get some of the edging of gold on both the red and the blue. So the red ones I did the same as the white. I put blue. I think I put blue and then yellow and then red on top. So if I do have more here, so if I go and do another batch, I'll have the last, do the same trio of colors or whatever, and then we'll do the white and the black. I don't have black on them, but the white, I didn't really count that as color, but the blue and red and yellow, and then having the yellow be the last color up. So then I have all three colors with the 3 batches of beads. So that's it, and I think that I just wanted to show you guys a little closer. I had the camera on the cup before, so I couldn't show it as well, the what they look like. So now it's just letting them cure and get harder, and that's about it. So that's just working on beads today and getting that done. Okay guys, I'll talk to you later. Don't forget to craft like a duck. Bye. I hope you guys give this a try. It was pretty cool, and I think they look great.